Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Thank you, Ranking Member Risch, and thank you for our witnesses here to testify and taking your time today. Water and food security are two of the most pressing issues facing the world today. With a growing population, growing demand for resources, and increasing disruptions to water and food systems, it is vital to find sustainable and practical ways to overcome these challenges. The University of Nebraska's Doherty Water for Food Global Institute is uniquely positioned to advance water management for greater food security. By leveraging the world-class research at the University of Nebraska, the state's expertise in agriculture and water resource management, and private sector partnerships, the Institute is making progress on a more water and food secure future. In October 2023, the Institute received a $19 million grant from USAID to lead a global collaboration aimed at developing irrigation mechanization for small farmers in developing countries. This partnership focuses on technical aspects of irrigation and issues crucial to long-term successes such as workforce development, installation, maintenance, and more. Ms. Esposito, how can USAID continue to address the global challenges of water availability and drought resilience through investments and partnerships with innovative organizations like the Doherty Water for Food Global Institute at the University of Nebraska?
Thank you, Senator, for the question, and I'm just delighted that Nebraska is now part of the Innovation Labs. We're very much looking forward to them joining the 16 Innovation Labs around the world. The focus on irrigation and mechanization is absolutely vital as we try to boost agricultural production in a changing climate. And we know, in fact, that in extremely low-income countries, women and youth in particular, and other marginalized groups, many of them who are on the forefront of producing more food, are not getting the benefits of that small-scale irrigation and mechanization. So we really are looking forward to the research and the advice of the university in terms of how we can scale that to many, many more women and young people who are going to be the future of agriculture.
So, and as you know, as you're aware, farmers in developing nations oftentimes have difficulty adopting irrigation technology due to a number of factors, including a lack of technological expertise, quality workforce, cultural barriers. How is USAID working to create a buy-in with local communities and producers to ensure irrigation infrastructure is not only utilized but maintained throughout its life cycle?
You're right, Senator. It's one thing to introduce a new technology. It's another thing to scale and maintain it. I would have to get back to you on the details on how how AID is working on that.
Well, Nebraska is the home to some of the world's largest irrigation companies, which deliver innovative solutions for food production around the world. So perhaps some of those companies can do it. It is critical to support the development of irrigation infrastructure to allow developing countries' food systems to sustain themselves. About 80% of all the world's center pivot irrigation equipment is actually manufactured in Nebraska. Is there, has USAID got something similar to the Water and Energy for Food program that allows U.S. irrigation companies to engage in the innovation ecosystem with USDA programs?
We have a very strong team of people working on public-private partnerships, and we would be delighted to meet with or speak with those irrigation companies and see how we can sync up their innovations with our global footprint.
Yeah, that'd be great. Again, there's a lot of innovation going on in the state of Nebraska. We're the largest irrigated state in the country. We actually have more irrigated acres than even California. And even while having large irrigation, because of our system of water management, which also goes into the regulatory side, which I think USAID should be paying attention to as well, we have managed to keep the Ogallala Aquifer within 1 foot of where it was in the 1920s, or 1950s rather. So even while we're irrigating more, we're also finding ways to innovate to be able to produce more food with less water and keep the groundwater at a stable level. So I think there'd be a lot of benefit if you all looked at working with our irrigation companies on some of these technologies and to see how it might be adapted to different countries that aren't going to be able to have the big center pivots, but other sorts of irrigation technologies that would be able to be taking advantage of those developing nations. Great.
We welcome that offer, and we look forward to speaking with you more.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.